Hey everybody, Mike here, Rollin Picker. Today's video comes from a question I got in email about making your eBay listings mobile friendly. That's a new direction that eBay's leaning in because let's face it, most everybody has a smartphone or a tablet. Not everybody sits in front of their desktop and buys things online. They use their phone, or they use apps on their phone, or they use them on their tablet. So let's get on over into this video, and I'm going to show you what I learned and what I do. Okay, folks, I'm going to show you what I found out about making your listings on eBay mobile friendly. Now, I got to admit, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I stumbled across this only because I had to go in and edit some shipping information that wasn't right on a listing, and I happened to see it. And I saw it on my Gumby account, which has one of the stores, and I noticed on one of my other seller IDs, Biker's Basement, that doesn't have a store, that I didn't have this option. So let's go ahead and get over into this, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to talk about. Okay, here's the Gumby list that I'm talking about that hasn't been fixed yet. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. When you have a store, you're going to see this right here. New mobile friendly checker. You click on that, and what it does is it pops up a cell phone. And in right here, it says viewport meta tag incorrect or missing. Okay, so as you can see from my cell phone, this is how that listing looks for the Black Sheep bottle opener black keychain. As you can see, it's small. I would have to, expand it to read it, and you don't want to do that. You'd like to have it fit the whole screen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go make the change and then come back here and see if it looks the same as what the phone on the eBay side, what it looks like, what it shows us. So we'll be right back to this, and we'll see how this looks. And they tell you this tag should be included, and here's that tag. All right, now I will post this tag down at the bottom in the description. Just know that when I spread the open tag and close tag, I'll spread them out. You'll need to close that gap because I don't know how it's going to show when I post it up on the YouTube. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this because I'm going to need it to show you in another listing. So we copy, and what we'll do is we'll close this, and we'll go ahead and let eBay, because they give you the option, fix it for me. So they fixed it. Now we have another issue. Okay, we have a horizontal scrolling, so that's left to right. Nothing's fitting. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay, so let's go ahead and save because we've got the tag in there, and I'll show you it right here. When you click the HTML, you'll see the tag right here. Meta name, all that information. This was what we were copying. I was copying to put in the description, and eBay puts it there. But if you have the horizontal scrolling problem, here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that all of this goes all the way out to the end. So let's do that and make sure that we don't have any gaps. Let's go do it this way here just to make sure. Okay, that's good. Come over to here. All right, and go down and get the last one. And then we'll double check it again. So you can see that even though you got the meta tag right, you don't want anybody that happens to be using a phone to scroll, to have to scroll through a whole bunch of stuff. And then let's just go ahead and tighten this up. Okay, so now let's go back and check and see if we've made the right changes. Mobile friendly, look at that. We got a clean bill of health. And you notice how neat that looks compared to how it looked when we looked at my phone. Okay, so no horizontal scrolling is needed. That means that if it goes up and down, that's how they can read it on their phone. Now it looks like an iPhone. That's probably a 6 or 7 maybe. I don't know, but that's a big So we're going to go ahead, we'll click save, and then we'll go down here and we'll finish it out. All right, I'm done. And that one is done. Okay. Okay, let's go and see what this one that we did, the black sheep bottle opener. Let's see if it looks any different from what it was before. All right, there you can see. It was real small print on the first one, and now look at it. It scrolls up and down fine, left and right. Don't have to go left and right, and it's an easy read. And I'm on an iPhone, or not an iPhone, excuse me, I'm on a Samsung S7. So if I was shopping and a seller had their ID, or I mean their, excuse me, their listing looking like this, it would make it easy for me to make a decision to go and buy. Let's look at one more of these listings and see if when the code went in, if it looks fine. Okay, let's check this one real quick while we're at it. Look, all nice, left to right, no scrolling, everything reads. So we did pretty good there. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the one on Biker's Basement, so we'll have a way to compare. We'll be right back, okay? Hang tight. So let's go over here now and see what we're talking about. Now this is under my Biker's Basement. You notice there is no mobile friendly checker. And we know from not running out here, we're going to have horizontal scrolling. And it's not going to look good. So we'll take a stop right here, and we're going to go ahead and see what it looked like on my cell phone. Okay, here we are at the Biker's Basement one that we've got up on the screen now. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it and see what that looks like. Okay, see all the spacing in here. It's not quite right. I don't think it looks solid, and there's too much spacing. So we'll go ahead and let's make the fix and then come back and see what it looks like then. Okay, so we already saw what it looked like on my Samsung S7. This listing for these RFID security wallets that I'm selling under Biker's Basement. We've already, and you know right here we don't have the friendly checker. So what we'll do is we go in, we'll just go right in here and we'll add that text that we saved. Okay. Now we click standard, and then let's go ahead and save all this all the way across. We'll leave these like that. We'll run this out to the ends, and since we do the global, we'll run this. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Run it out to the end. And then once we're done here, we'll go check it on the phone and we'll see how it looks. Because you'd have to use your phone. If you don't have a store where you have that cell phone checker like I have over in the other one that I showed you, then you're gonna have to, it's a couple extra steps, but you know, to make sure that it looks right. So if it doesn't look right, we come back in, we find out what we did, we'll make some changes. Okay, so here we are back at the listing, the wallets. Let's see if the item description was saved and made a change. Okay, you notice it all goes to the end except for where it says the features, and that's because we left it that way, so it kind of would show, you know, some like bullet points. But up and down, that's a good mobile friendly listing to be able to buy some of your products. So we know that that one worked real well. All right, folks, that's it for today's video on making your eBay listings mobile friendly. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Always leave your comments down below. If you have a question, you can leave it down below. If you don't want to do that, you can use the email address askmike@yahoo.com. And remember to subscribe. And if you find these videos helpful or interesting, please pass them on to your friends or family if they're looking at selling and they need some help. So I hope that God blesses you all today and gives you many great sales, smooth sailing, great health, and we'll see you in the next video. Mike out.